Think you know Ninja songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way.
Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing, telling your friends about what we do right at Gusto TV. Before we continue, please, we want to tell you guys to please subscribe below, like, share, tell everyone about what we do right there. Gusto TV, almost 50.
How do you know that you won't be 50K before this goes?
I tell you. Anyways, thank you so much guys for everything that you do for us. Thank you. YouTube, you guys owe us. I just said they owe us.
Oh, what's waiting?
YouTube, they owe us.
Okay.
They owe us. Once we hit that 50K,
yep.
They owe us. Anyways, welcome. We've got Burna Boy right up in the building today. Wizkid created history last week, of course, sold out the O2 in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people now came attacking Burna Boy, saying, oh, Burna's ticket has been out for a long time. His own show, August 27,
yeah.
Just a few days to that one. The Burna Boy twice as tall. Tickets are still selling. Wizkid announced some 2 weeks ago or something, and it sold out. Now that got people talking. Did they need to bring Burna Boy into the mix?
Who?
Wizkid selling, does it really bring Burna Boy into the picture?
See, anything Wizkid does that does better than either Burna or David or anybody else, they will bring anybody into the mix. Because that's how it is for everybody else. I mean, at least in that top three, their fans will always go at each other. So I'm not surprised if they bring anybody to the mix. Did they need to bring Burna? They're just being petty, perhaps not. But Burna also has not helped himself with the way he goes about attacking this particular. That's why you shouldn't fight with fan bases. That's why you should just do your thing and let your fans do the talking.
Exactly.
So if all these things is happening now, now the fans go the pepper, not be you, but you don't the follow fans the drag. Now we think they go end up with this.
Okay, Lala, please read this one out. The next tweet, please read this out loudly, and then you can explain what this guy is trying to say.
Says Burna Boy will sell out O2 tickets tomorrow morning. If he announces Wizkid as guest artist, people will buy up tickets in minutes. Yeah, there's some sense in it because there's some sense because
Burna needs Wizkid help to.
No, I'm not saying he needs.
O2.
No, I'm not saying he needs Wizkid's help, but it's clear right now that Wizkid is in hot demand, right? Okay. And someone that his show is in November.
Burna is not.
Wait, someone that his show is in November. 28th.
Yes.
Has already sold out his tickets. Someone that his show is in a few days. It gives the people the leftover people who haven't bought tickets, the first chance to see Wiz perform at that O2 before the main Wizkid performance.
That Wizkid is going to be at Burna Boy's show.
No, see, we're talking hypothetically. That's if Wiz agrees. And this is put into play, and they say, oh, Wizkid is going to be there. People will buy tickets for sure. For sure.
So are we saying indirectly that Burna Boy should actually use Wizkid to sell up his tickets?
Well, no, I'm not saying he should though. From an artist point of view, or even I was a manager or an advisor, use somebody else to sell my own tickets.
I mean, is that not going to be ridicule or something?
Of course, now you ridicule my brand, make me look like I don't know. I mean, like I'm not big, I'm not the giants like I'm supposed to be. Never in this life. But if he doesn't care about all that and he wants to just sell out tickets and give people a good time, of course this makes sense, makes commercial sense.
He should swallow his pride. And you think, okay, so do you really think that in terms of selling a ticket for Burna Boy and everything, getting invited artists on the show would do a whole lot more in terms of selling of the tickets?
No, ideally Burna should be able to sell out an O2. That's the status we perceive him. He himself perceives himself as to be. So it's just unnecessary pressure the way Wiz has gone about selling. He added a bit of pressure to him. Like, even if I was Burna and I'm supposed to believe I'm the level where I did now, nobody did now, only me there, and somebody else comes and a ticket. I've had my ticket out for a long time, and somebody else comes and we're supposed to be doing the same alphabet and sells. Of course, I'll be looking like how much everybody waiting they have for sale. But I suppose not sell out tickets, he will not be happy about it. Because ideally, someone else whose show has just been announced and is in a future date should not be selling out before his. Now they've started going back to reducing prices of their tickets and things like that. I don't know. People are now saying, "Oh, why was it so expensive in the first place?" and things like that. So, don't use Wizkid, I beg you, because they downgrade yourself. And if you really don't mind the public perception of you needing a Wizkid to sell a ticket, then please go ahead because it makes sense.
Do you think the Wizkid is going to agree to perform at the O2 before his main show?
Well, that again, if I was Wizkid, I'll probably not, because I want to leave the best of my performance from my UK bars for my show. And if your show is going to be earlier than that, that means people would enjoy at Burna's show first before coming to your show. So that's what it is.
Now this person says, I hear he hasn't sold half at all. Well, he can give UK people a second show if he invites WIZ. Win-win. This was despite reducing the price to £50. Anyways, management were so stupid to believe Burna can sell at O2 Arena in that crazy price. TAT album and nobody is getting any advice from. The Grammy Award gassed them up. Now, this is another question. Did Burna Boy stick to that price? Did he think it was going to fill up O2 because of, coming back off the heels of winning the Grammy Awards?
No, I think as an artist, if you've won the Grammy, you should think, oh, the respect should be there. You're big enough to sell out these arenas at that price. Now, they now overestimated the how huge that Grammy is for their band, and decided to set a high price. The first queue for them in all these debacle is when they released the tickets. No, when they released the tickets, and there was a lot of noise about why is Burna selling tickets at over £100. That should have been the first queue, but they didn't take the queue, and bit by bit, tickets were left lingering, and people were like, "Oh no, this one over 150, I'll be £150 where I want
for WIZ.
I want to keep it for WIZ." We're seeing several tweets like that, and then when WIZ, and it was even good learning for WIZ, because he's probably looking at what Burna is doing and learning from it, and he goes, "Okay, why would I want to sell my tickets at such a high price, right? Why don't I just make it cheaper?" And he made it cheaper, and he sold out. So the cocoa now is it that you are making so much money from 70% capacity, or you're making at least another so much money off full percent capacity? And that's why I feel sometimes I think it's the second goal advantage, if I would call it that, because Burna Boy went first, showed his hands, and other people are able to learn from him, and they are using it to succeed.
But he's reduced prices now, and he's still not able to sell out.
Reducing prices is now the sign of desperation from their team, because obviously if your price is high and you're not selling, it doesn't make sense to leave it high. You see, people that did not buy when it was readily available, would they now buy when it's a week to go to the show? So that's where they've got it wrong from the start. And in hindsight, they shouldn't have had their ticket at such a high price.
Anyways, as we go, Wizkid, I personally don't think that he would be he will make himself available for a Burna Boy show before his own show. But is Burna Boy going to sell out the O2 eventually?
There are several options, because as you may well know, they've not really announced who is going to be on that show, and that's an opportunity. Maybe by 2 weeks to go, 1 week to go, you start hearing guys like, oh, Stormzy is going to be there, or maybe Dave is going to be there. Then people will be ginger to buy. But right now, the prices have significantly dropped, and once they announce all these other guys who are coming on board, it will sell out. I think it will sell out.
Okay, Lala thinks it's going to sell out. But guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. Does Burna Boy really need a Wizkid to sell up the O2 just like Wizkid did? What do you guys think? Put your comment down below. Let's have your thoughts. Let's have your questions. Let's have your answers. Let's have everything that you need, to put down there. As regards Burna Boy still not selling out the O2, of course, we wish him all the very best. Yes. Let's have your thoughts on Wizkid appearing at Burna Boy's concert, on August 27th. Is that going to will a Wizkid announcement easily sell out? Burna Boy's show? Of course, Wiz is done and dusted. He's home and dry, and Burna is left to actually, hustle to fill up the O2 right now. Guys, put your comment down below. Let's have your thoughts on that one. I want to ask a question, Lala, but I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it. So I don't cause trouble because
trouble for me or trouble for
no. I mean to ask, it's gonna be a very direct question. Like Lala, this and that. You have to answer. Is Burna on the same level as WIZ with what has happened right now?
You asked me this question before.
With what has happened right now?
With what has happened right now? Yes. He's
okay.
WIZ is just having a better moment at the moment.
Okay. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.